8:40 in the morning time on this to the morning, March 14th, 2017. And it's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this to the morning, March 14th, 2017. Good morning to you all. This lovely to the morning, March 14th, 2017. Here are your news and odds here. Top story at 8:40 a.m. on this to the morning is a noisome storm pushing winds up the U.S. East Coast and begins on a monster storm that has placed 31 million people under a blizzard warming. House Republicans proposed to rewrite a federal health care law would it be more than a reverse against the Affordable Care Act that has made the number of Americans in health insurance while coming at a federal deficit according to widely anticipated. Dozens of flights at Central Florida airports have been canceled or delayed as a potential dangerous winter storm slips the northeast. Kellyanne Conway, President Trump's senior advisor, said her comments when using a microwave on his Samaritans advice have been taken out of context. An oil tanker has been hijacked by a suspected pirate in South Coast of Somalia. Some reports said the first such hijack in the region in 5 years. A European Union has got banned. Ruling sparks faith group backlash. London, British Prime Minister Theresa May at lunches giving attack on its First Minister Nicola Sturgeon for cover. New independent reference said it affected a huge uncertainty as a pivotal moment for the United Kingdom. South Korea's told walk past TV broadcast of North Korea's launching a silver ballistic missiles in East Day at the Seoul station on March 6 says North Korea could be prepared for the next nuclear test, but it could lead to disaster. That could lead to a collapse. Amsterdam, the Netherlands, Kevin Jones, 31 of the lucky was he fled a bloodshed incident after his family was killed in bomb attacks and made it safe in the Netherlands. And a music according to the passage that brings a music composition to the act that is Koda to a musical state saga that a story of strenuous violence that was told 37 years ago from his late father. Her late father, the virtual found this Royal Tournament and recovered. Over the weekend, the documentary was shown at SXS Film Festival that shows Michael Brown and Ferguson convenience store police city round 11 hours later. Washington President Donald Trump plans to disband Governor $1 time. His first budget, he expected to be unveiled later this week, will mark Trump's most significant attempt yet to the remote national level of relationship. The White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer was previously questioned by an American woman who accused him of destroying the U.S. while she took a ticket of President Donald Trump. Turkey suspended 9/11 political talks, but the Netherlands amended the Dutch ambassador from returning to Ankara amid the next diplomatic dispute. Suspected of Paris hijack an oil tanker Indian Ocean off the coast of Somalia, Tuesday, Somali officials said. The Justice Department requested more time to comply with a hospital seeking information on President Donald Trump's right-to allegation. U.S. Navy aircraft carrier. U.S. has confidence in expected arrival in South Korea Wednesday to take part in the joint drills in the peninsula. President Trump on Monday signed an executive order intended to weed out wasteful spending in the federal government. After waging costly out of the dust bucket in public defense of the controversial drug makers, one's biggest champion, the Solar Synaptic company loss in the city, will leave the board. Toshiba Corporation CEO Satoshi Tsuchika attended a news conference at a company's headquarters in Tokyo as Toshiba pushed sales nuclear unit was denounced as crescents. Deepens. The New York Attorney General has accused Secretary of State Rex Tillerson of using persuasion to Wayne Trackers and emails related to climate change while serving as CEO of ExxonMobil. Verizon Communications saw almost triple reduction of price and ultimately obtained Yahoo's core assets and followed 2 bases of cyber attack on an internet company called Yahoo Fling. Looking at the tops now, down 21.5 at 2881.48, SP 500 up 87 cents and 373.47, NASDAQ up 4106 points at 5,875.78. Russian 2K up 502 points at 1370.28, and VIX up 62 cents at 11.97, up 62 cents. A space better weather delays, SpaceX 509 launch. DSS lost moon on open found using new radar technique. 2 weeks ago, a British owned cruise ship actually went around one of the Indonesia's most pristine coral reefs causing extensive damage. The recent birth of Tommy and baby traffic delivered to Colorado. The last rhythm of regular traffic named April and Vegetable Market Harvest in New York, many laws and fill out social media feeds. Spiritual donation by 3 countries and counties in Florida might contain the Zika virus coded as Center for Disease Control Prevention. Wall. Republicans are pushing to drop a requirement of Obamacare that compels Americans again to trust and remove the separate bill compel employees in the participating workplace wellness program that collect into their families. Peter Children's time is now 8:45, and take a look at New England News Report. ACW Stoughton, Massachusetts at 46 Bridgewood and report smoke showing from a ranch house. And Connecticut State Police issued a travel ban effective at 5 a.m. until further notice. State routes are closed to motorcycle for those who service are absolutely essential for emergency purposes. If they can't, they'll be fined $92 here. So stay off the roads here. If you live in Connecticut and anywhere around New England there. Okay, now look at your sports report here at 8:46. The Boston Bruins defeat the Vancouver Canucks behind a 3-goal performance by Brad Marchand at 6-3. Celtics and Bruins have been out off, and the Boston Red Sox will be taking on Toronto Blue Jays game time 105. Low ball for the Irish basketball down to 3 sets. Lonzo Langell and LaMelo had some pre-act their claims for he could kill Michael Jordan 1-1 back in his heyday. John only might have a Twitter account, but he has been paying attention at all. I try to link you to the Denver Broncos team to Tony Romo. Gentlemen at the top of the Ohio State and the men didn't have to be terminated left field about a money after from both New York to get ahead of storm that just the last 3 days. Peter Children's time is now 8:47 on this Tuesday morning, and it's time now for traffic and transit report. Let's stay off in the MBTA where the shuttle buses replaced map and trials and all ferry services canceled today. Come be rail operate full level service in all of us. Service plan to operate regularly here as the subway system is so far. It's looking good here. Canberra Rail Fishman Train 410 has borrowed a 150 train missed behalf due to later route, but outbound train. Havel Train 208, 7:30 inbound is making all local stops in Havel line due to blue level service, and on the ferries, they are closed due to the snow here. Okay, looking at highways and byways of New England here. Highways and byways of Connecticut, Central Massachusetts, Western Massachusetts, Slow 95, slow from Warwick down to the round Connecticut border here, and highways and byways of New York City and New Jersey and Eastern Pennsylvania are slow and 91 is southbound, slow from Springfield, Vermont, on the Barrow, Vermont, around the Massachusetts border. 3 and 93 in New Hampshire are slow go from the Massachusetts border to Manchester, New Hampshire, and 93 is backed up around Concord, New Hampshire. 89 some go between Concord and New London, New Hampshire. 93 is some go between Trailton, New Hampshire. Everett Turnpike on the Spotted Turnpike is southbound, slow between Rochester, New Hampshire, Dover, New Hampshire, and Main Turnpike in the northbound side. It is backed up by Kennewick, Buck. Main Turnpike is the southbound side. Also around the Falmouth Spur, the Main Turnpike 295, northbound side. It is slow after the Falmouth Spur 295, southbound side. Some go around the Portland Main stretch here. So expect some delays. Expect a lot of delays in the road. If you can't stay home in the comforts of your own home. Okay, on the weather here. And they're going to take it like... Looking at radar, and it shows all the region covered in snow from Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, and New Jersey and Pennsylvania here, and northern portion of Long Island, and it's going to be in zooming out just a little bit, and the snow stretching all the way down around Northern Maryland and around Washington, D.C. It's slated from Washington, D.C. down from Baltimore and North Central Delaware and stretching around Central New Jersey and around Long Island, and rain stretching from Southern Maryland and stretching around Southern Delaware, Southern Jersey Shore, and raining around Nantucket and snow stretching all the way up to upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Severn, Maine, and Danaway and Ontario, stretching from northeastern Ontario, from Toronto, stretching up to Ottawa, and south of Montreal, and snowing around western PA, and stretching to northeastern Ohio, around Cleveland, and snowing around the Chicago area here. Okay. Okay, the snow's gonna make it cover to autumn. New England by about 11 a.m. and notice the deep blues that they are heavy bands of snow, and the rain still is gonna make its way in between the hours of 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. in southeastern Massachusetts, and it's gonna flip over the rain here. And well, it's gonna be sleeted and snowed in western Connecticut, Massachusetts, northern Massachusetts, and Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, and the snow and rain. The storm is gonna make its way up north by about tonight, and they're going to expect some leftover snow flurries out of western Berkshires and Vermont and east western Albany 24 hours from now. Here. So we got a winter storm warning and high wind warning here for today, and wind storm warning in effect from until 5 p.m. this evening on the Interstate 95 corridor of Rhode Island and Massachusetts. Heavy winds, strong winds, snow accumulation of 6 to 12 inches, and solar winds from 8 a.m. this morning to become heavy by mid to late morning with the snowfall 2 to 4 inches per hour before changing to sleet, and then wind between 2 and 5. The heavy wet snow and strong winds may result in tree damages, scattered power outages. What may become is possible with very heavy snowfall rates. Near blizzard condition with a certain type of strong wind temperature wind struggle is not recommended. Northeast winds about 23 miles per hour up to 6 miles an hour. And winter storm warning is issued with an average snowfall of 6 inches more expected to a 12-hour period at first. 8 inches more than a 12-hour period. And 12 will be sold to the best of the well-treated surfaces and quite difficult on treated surfaces. Only travel to emergency if you must travel. Keep an extra flash on food and water in your vehicle in case of emergency. High wind warning effect from 8 a.m. this morning to 6 p.m. this evening, and National Weather Service and the Tonga Nation. High wind warning into effect from 8 a.m. this morning to 6 p.m. this evening. Location settled 7 Rhode Island as well as southeast Massachusetts and northeast winds about 23 miles gusts at between 50 and 6 miles an hour. Strongest wind gusts late this morning and afternoon, and the heavy wet snow coupled with the powerful winds may result in the downed trees and the scattered power outages. And high wind warning is issued when sustained winds at 40 miles an hour and are expected at least 1 hour with gusts of 58 miles an hour greater at any time. Damage to trees, power lines, and are probably possible with winds of this magnitude. The power line and take action to secure loose outdoor objects here. And check a look at power outage map here. National Grid. So far, it's got 16 customers affected in the dark here. And looking at Eversource, 2 customers in the dark, but for today, that's gonna jump significantly because of the snow and wind. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today, snow before 2 p.m. Rain snow between 2 and 3 p.m. Rain after 3 p.m. Rain and snow every time. So about 32 degrees. Breeze to the northwest 9 to 40 miles gusts. Increase to 63 miles an hour after what's good gust size. 47 miles an hour. Temperature website. Total daytime snow accumulation 6 to 10 miles possible. Tonight, rain snow before 11 p.m. and just storm between 11 p.m. and 2 p.m. Low at 21 degrees and northwest with about 13 to 50 miles coming west after midnight. What's good gust size 31 miles an hour. Temperature is 8%. Little notice accumulation expected for Wednesday. A slight chance of snow showers afternoon. The increase skies about 30 degrees and west about 9 to 11 miles an hour. Gust size 4 miles an hour. Temperature 20%. Wednesday, mostly clouds about 60 degrees and west about 7 to 9 miles an hour. Gust size 23 miles an hour. For Thursday, mostly skies about 30 degrees, west about 8 to 10 miles an hour. Gust size 22 miles an hour. For Thursday night, forecast about 40 degrees. Friday, Saturday about 34 degrees. And Friday night, as chance of snow showers after midnight, forecast about 19 degrees and temperature is 40%. Saturday, chance of snow showers mostly cast about 3 degrees and temperature is 40%. Saturday night, and chance of snow showers before 1 a.m. mostly cast about 28 degrees and temperature 30%. Sunday, mostly cast about 37 about 22 degrees, and for Monday, mostly cast about 3 degrees. Currently here, not near it. Currently in Taunton, it's overcast at 32, and Taunton, it's light snow at 30, and Mansfield, light snow at 31. And that is gonna be it for the Peter Channel. Morning news on this March 14, 2017 onwards. Tuesday morning, here at Peter, have a good morning, good afternoon, to have continuous updates for today and the latest thunderstorm, and I'll have a full report coming up in the Peter Channel. New news, one at new time. Have a good morning and have a good positive attitude and stay safe. Hope you have a good morning. Stay safe.